Okay, welcome to Forgiveness, and the forgiveness tool we're about ready to show you and talk about is basically, that's it. Like, what does it mean to forgive? How do you do it? For many of us, we've said, I'm sorry, or I won't do it again, or, you know, will you let me off the hook, or whatever it is that we've done in the past in the area of forgiveness. Won't give you near as much power as what this tool will. This tool will actually clean up things.
And complete them.
That's the key here, right? And I want you to consider that in the definition of forgiveness is that, you know, there's an offense and there's a debt that we felt is owed to us, and then now we're going to release that debt through the forgiveness exercise. So I have a perceived offense against me, or a real one. I say you owe me this because of that offense, or you need to say this or whatever, and then I'm choosing to let it go and say no, that is officially paid right now. And so in your mindset, that's how I want you to understand forgiveness. And so one of the ways that we clean up messes, and this is what's great for relationships, is this marriage is only going to be as good as the foundation that it's built on. And if you wanted to master something in your marriage, you would master forgiveness. Because without forgiveness, all you're doing is fixing things on top of a whole bunch of brokenness. And when you forgive and you ask for forgiveness, it actually restores that and builds things on a solid foundation. So this is a very, very important part of the exercise series that you're watching today. As we look at forgiveness and the understanding, first of all, we have to admit, I was wrong when I did something. Ooh. Boy, for many of us, that's just tough to even get that out of our mind. I was wrong when I did this. We got to give up pride. We got to give up looking bad, fear of looking bad, all those things, and have to actually humble ourselves to the point where, hey, I was wrong when I yelled at you.
Being vulnerable.
Being vulnerable and being authentic, right? This isn't about pretending. If you can't do this exercise pretending. I can understand how it made you feel. You know, when we start looking at, okay, my offense when I yelled at you, it made you feel, scared. It made you feel maybe not good enough. All the experiences that your spouse feels associated with the offense, you get to state those words and clean them up and acknowledge them.
Sometimes that's the first place you need to look is how has this made your spouse feel?
Yeah, so for instance, that's really good. How did it make him feel? So if one of the things I want to apologize for is yelling at her, I might want to start with, honey, how'd that make you feel yesterday when I yelled at you? And she gets to tell me. And then I can do the forgiveness exercise with her, okay? Or let's just say I was late for work, or late for coming home from work. I can say, I was wrong when I didn't call. And I was late coming home. I can understand it must have made you feel disrespected, like I didn't care, like you weren't important. I mean, it's not hard to figure out how you leave your spouse feeling, right? And you get to say, I want to give you what you need to make it right. I will try my best not to do it again. So it's not that I'm just asking for forgiveness. I'm actually committing that, hey, I'm going to do my best not to do this again. And, I'm committed to rebuilding trust, because when trust gets broken, marriages get broken. And relationships can't handle a whole bunch of broken trust. You can't ask for forgiveness every day for drinking, for instance. Forgive me, honey, and then go out and do it again. Forgive me, honey, then go out and do it again. There's no true repentance. It's not like you're really trying to do anything different. So if you're going to ask for forgiveness, let's see if we really want to be real about it. And by the way, this isn't about her sharing or me sharing, yes, I'll forgive you. If I'm asking for forgiveness and expecting her to forgive me, there's an error in my thinking. You should be asking for forgiveness because you truly are seeking it. And if you're truly seeking it, whether you get it or not, I mean, yes, that's an added prize, but you're doing everything that you know to do to clean up your mess. You're owning what you've done. So we're going to example the exercise, and we'll share with you that in our own journey that for 2 years we tried to do it all different kinds of ways, and without forgiveness in place, it's really hard to fix brokenness inside of a relationship. So we're going to show you how this would work, and I'll start, and then maybe you'd like to do one too.
And actually, I would like to share real quick before we get into showing how it works, is one of the big things, because this was the big breakthrough for us as we went through restoring our marriage and trying to get back on track, is forgiveness is a choice. Okay? The whole other part of the trust does have to be rebuilt. That is a process, but forgiveness is a choice. Many of us, we really don't understand that concept. We have forgiveness and trust kind of collapse with each other, and we don't understand it is two different conversations. So this is an opportunity to have your partner really say how sorry they are for hurting you, and to acknowledge your feelings and to ask for forgiveness. At that point, you as a listener you have a choice. You get to choose. Am I going to forgive this? It doesn't mean forget. It doesn't mean everything's going to be okay. It means I choose to forgive, that there's a debt owed to me. That debt has been released, and now we get to move forward to rebuild trust. But you're actually putting that wrongdoing behind you. I mean, it's actually what we call it, just clean up and completing, that you have something else to move into. So again, forgiveness is a choice. Rebuilding trust is a process.
Okay. So, Angie, I would like to do a forgiveness exercise. Would you like to do one with me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So, I was wrong when I have not been sharing information with you that you are wanting to get, such as, and then having to hear it through other people, right? So I'm wrong when I do that, because I know it's important to you. I can understand that it makes you feel like you're not prepared, that you now have to hold something against me, that you don't really want to hold something against me. You really want to have a great relationship with me, but you notice that's one of those things that you hold against me. And it also makes you feel probably disrespected, I'm sure, at some level, when you hear things from other people that I should probably be sharing with you. And so I haven't been doing that. So I want to give you what you need to make it right. And I'm going to try my best not to do that again. I know I fail in that all the time. Like, I've made that commitment before, and I don't have an excuse. I'm just not present to it sometimes, And I'm asking if you would forgive me for that, and give me a chance to try and do that right.
I forgive you. Thank you.